Okay, you are here with me now, about to start speaking to Fadiah on episode 3, which is about the deportation. She'll be speaking to me based on her memory of that incident that occurred about 3 months ago. Okay, so now I'll come to maybe the crunch of the thing, right? So let's go back to the day you were deported, right? What happened that day? How were you traveling to Singapore? Which border checkpoint were you at? Just talk us through what happened. Yeah.
Oh my God. It was the third day of Eid. So I was in my hometown in Alostar. So I told my mother, I have to go to Singapore because my former supervisor invited me to speak in his class about the People's Constitution. And she's like, okay, all right, if your supervisor invites you, you have to go. Even though it's the third day of Eid, people are still celebrating, right? We celebrate for a month. And I was so excited to go because I also wanted to see my friends in Singapore. I was supposed to cat sit for a friend who was leaving for work and traveling for work. And I wanted to collect my books. I wanted to collect my degree. So I thought, okay, let's just go and do all these things, And yeah, I was looking forward to staying for 2 weeks actually, because my friend would be away for 2 weeks and she's like, you need to take care of my cats. Like, of course. I would do that because I stayed with her when I was doing my PhD before I got a new house, to rent, stuff like that. Yeah, like people who supported me in different ways in Singapore. And then when I got there from JB, so I took a flight from Alostar to JB, and then I went to JB Central.
And which day, just for the audience to know?
The date, yeah? Okay. 23rd of March? Now I cannot remember the date.
Okay, we'll say
the third day of Eid.
third day of
Raya.
Eid. We'll say 23rd of March.
Yeah.
So, check, please.
Yeah.
We'll fact check.
Yes,
Fact check that
yes,
for you.
we need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was at Woodlands. I completed that form, the arrival form, and then I went to the automated gate, and then I was not allowed in. I was like, what's wrong? Like, what is it? I mean, is it my passport?
It wasn't scanning properly, maybe you thought.
The door didn't open. I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then I asked the officer, what's wrong with my passport? I can't get through the gate. And he's like, oh, okay, let me check. So he checked my passport. And then he came back, oh, please follow me. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And then I was asked to wait in this area. And I asked again, like, what's wrong? Is it my passport? Like, no, you just wait. No explanation whatsoever. And then he said, okay, let's go to the office. So there's this office inside the airport. And I followed him.
Was it airport or the checkpoint?
Sorry, the checkpoint. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Just to clarify, because the audience will send some comments.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, and then so I followed him to the office, and I was asked to wait again. So they were processing something at the front desk, and I was like, okay, all right. And I kept asking, like, okay, anything that I can do to clarify, or yeah, he's like, no, just wait. And then they're like, okay, follow me. So I was taken to a room in that office. So there were 2 officers there. So one officer was sitting in front of the computer, taking notes, and then the other was, he was holding my passport. And then I asked, like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? Oh, you're not allowed in, he said that. And I'm like, okay.
And from the time the gantry didn't open till the time you heard you are not allowed in, how many minutes had passed, you think?
Half an hour.
Okay.
Half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said, oh, you're not allowed in. And I was like, oh, why? I can't tell you the reasons. I'm like, you should tell me the reasons. I'm entitled to know why. I'm being denied entry. And he's like, no, we got instructions not to allow you in. And I was like, so I'm going to be deported? Yeah, you're going to be deported. And then he took my fingerprints, my photo, and then he's like, yeah, you're going to be deported. And I said,
How was the fingerprint and photo taken?
in the office?
Did they have an instrument?
Yeah.
Something for you
like,
to tap your finger?
Yes, exactly.
And the photo?
And the photo is just like, the
just a
screen.
camera?
Camera. There's a screen, like a white screen behind me.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So like a taking of a passport photo.
Yes, exactly. It was like that actually. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I just realized that I won't be allowed in anymore into the country.
Did they say it was a permanent
They
ban?
did not say it. I asked. I said, I need to know until when would this ban be effective? And they're like, oh, you're gonna have to write to immigration. I'm like, yeah, because my family is planning on coming to Singapore in July for my graduation ceremony. I said that, and they were shocked. I don't know if they know that, I did my PhD in Singapore and all that. And I told them, like, yeah, I stayed here for 5 years, I said. And I just got my degree, and I'm here to attend a talk organized by my former supervisor. And they were shocked, but didn't say anything to me. I was like, okay, you still need to tell me why, because I want to challenge this decision, I said. And he's like, nope, instructions from above. I can't disclose the reasons.
Did you get a sense they had any agency in the process of deporting you, or they were just implementers?
Just following orders, yeah. Even when I was explaining that I did my PhD in Singapore for 5 years, I stayed there for 5 years, they were like quite indifferent about it. Yeah.
Well, what was your human assessment of that exchange between these officers at that point?
I felt they were really cold.
Cold,
yeah. It felt like they were judging me. Like, you must have done something bad. So we're not allowing you in. So I got that from them, the vibe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The gantry didn't open. You got brought into the inner chambers, so to speak.
Yes.
And
it felt like it.
Yeah, and then you got the photograph taken.
Yeah.
And
Fingerprints.
Your fingerprints, and then you were told you're not allowed in. So what happened next?
And then they deported me.
Explain to us how they deported you.
So they walked me from that office to the bus. And they held my passport.
How many officers? What gender?
Two officers, both males and Malay officers. And they were like, nah, maybe you can write, they were trying to be friendly with me, I guess, because I was like, I don't understand why I'm not allowed in. I did my PhD here. I don't know if they were sympathetic, but they were like, yeah, sometimes, there must be some kind of mistake. I think maybe after hearing my explanation, they felt a bit sympathetic. I don't know. And I was like, okay, all right. And then I got on the bus. So
were they the same officers in the room, or these were the escort officers?
Escort
okay, they were not the ones in the room interviewing. So this was
different
just the
officers.
escorts.
Yes,
okay.
Correct. Yeah. And then
can you describe, again, the two officers in the room that took the fingerprint and the photograph, male, female, any more details?
Males. Both Malays.
Males?
Yeah, they're all Malays.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just, for me, I don't know, I feel like there's that racial aspect to it also.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard to articulate it now. It somehow makes me feel, there's a lot here, right? Like, I'm seen as someone who is undesired in this country.
Yeah,
Because,
they did use that word.
Yeah, undesirable visitor, right? Yeah. I'm like, wow.
Tell us, what
Yeah,
do you think
you're
about
not
that?
desired. I'm like, yeah, it feels so weird because
I mean, our taxpayers did spend a bit of money on you, didn't they? Yeah, and suddenly
Yeah.
you're undesired,
I
desired at one
know.
point, and now undesired.
Yeah, I mean, you are right because because they gave me a scholarship to study at NUS, and I thought I did
Look, I'm
my
going to ask
best.
this.
Yeah.
Singaporeans like the money question. Okay, so I'm going to ask you.
Yeah,
Because they'll be wanting to know.
yeah, yeah.
How much in Singapore dollars is the value of your scholarship? Just a guesstimate.
Okay, we might have to edit this.
Sure, yeah.
100K, I think. Yeah.
Singapore dollars?
Yeah.
In total,
think
was that
so.
just the
Yeah.
allowance or inclusive of school
Fees, school fees, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, over a period of 3 years, 5 years,
5 years. 4 years.
4 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good to know. They would want to know the
Yeah.
dollar value.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
might underestimate it. Some might want to inflate
Yeah.
it. So let's
Yeah.
so a ballpark.
Yes,
100.
yes,
But we'll have to fact check
Yes,
that. Yeah.
exactly.
I'm sure the netizens will do
Because they paid
job
for
for that,
everything,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I didn't even look at the bills.
but you did work your way too, right?
Yeah.
And did you get a few dollars for that?
No, when I was teaching, it was a requirement that I teach without being paid because we
So we
gave.
did take some labor out of you.
Yes, yeah.
How
Like,
how
we're
much
gonna give you
labor?
the scholarship, but you have to teach for
Yeah,
2 years.
For 2 years?
Yeah,
And what kind of
yeah.
hours did you clock? A
Oh.
week, a month, a semester?
140 plus hours actually.
Per?
4 semesters
Per semester or across 4 semesters?
across 4 semesters.
240.
Yeah, hours.
So we'll have to take that
Yeah.
chunk out, right? We've got to figure out
Marking and all that.
plus marking and all of
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we will have to take labor out of your
Yeah. Yes.
value amount, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got 2 teaching awards because the
Nice one.
students somehow appreciated my role as a teacher.
Mm.
And yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. So back to the 2 officers who were trying to be
Who
nice.
escorted me, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
took a bus.
I took a bus. I
Where
got into
to?
the bus to JB Central.
Yeah.
So I got into the bus and they handed me my passport, and I was like in disbelief.
Mm. Did you have any support? Did you get in touch with people, someone to come and see you in JB at all?
I mean, I contacted some friends in Singapore
Okay.
and also my supervisor
Okay.
to tell them that this is the situation now. I'm not allowed in, and I'm being deported. And they were freaking out, like my friends.
Mm.
And then I got to JB. I booked a hotel, and then I was like, "What just happened?" I tweeted about it
Okay.
together with a photograph of the notice that they gave me, and it got viral.
I
Like
guess
1
that's what
million
broke,
views. Yeah.
that's what broke the news, right?
Yeah.
Let's have it on B-roll. Okay.
Yeah. And the Singapore government didn't say a word for 2 days, I guess. And then they issued that statement that suggests that I am a violent instigator.
Okay, there were a couple of words.
Yeah.
You were, one of it you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
undesirable
Yeah.
visitor. Was that when the term used in the media release that you just mentioned?
Yeah.
All right.
Undesirable visitor. And also, I was trying to incite violence.
Was the term violence used?
Yeah, violent instigation, if I'm not mistaken. But the
Violent
word
in-
violent,
yeah,
the word
violent
violent
investigation.
is there.
And then,
And
but I remember
trying to influence the youth.
influence the
in
youth,
Singapore,
and then there was radical advocacy.
Radical
Yeah.
advocacy,
Maybe
A lot of words.
Yeah.
that
So
statement.
we
Yeah.
talk a little bit about the undesirable visitor. How about the radical advocacy? What do you think they meant?
I thought it was a serious allegation. When you make these kinds of allegations, you must have proof. And because of how arbitrary the whole thing was,
Mm.
I would never find out the real reasons for them to label me in such a way. Yeah.
So we have undesirable visitor, radical advocacy,
Yeah.
and then you have incitement to violence.
Yeah.
Is that we'll
Yeah.
again check
Yeah.
the term.
Yeah. The word
just so-
violent is there.
the word violence
Yeah,
is there,
yeah.
but we'll just check how it was used.
Yeah.
And then the thing was sort of trying to motivate the youth
Yeah.
and
To rebel.
to rebel.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are some of the broad terms and accusations. Have they since been unpacked and validated by the Singapore authorities, the ones who issued the statement 2 days later?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
that. Oh, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Home Minister issued another statement. I think after that. I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, because it was on Facebook and I got attacked by so many people, and my friends were like, "Don't look at the comments. Don't look at the comments." I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask a bit about the reaction in Malaysia. What was the reaction in Malaysia?
I was on X a lot. I saw people. I mean, some supported me, the others did not.
These are Malaysians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's mixed, I think, in terms of reaction. Yeah. Because the things that I work on, the things that I study, the things that I research are also considered sensitive in Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I question Malay supremacy. I question Malaysian institutions like the monarchy. And that's part of the discourse around the People's Constitution. So,
Do you think you got that, sort of official treatment from Singapore because they were also cognizant that, you may not have 100% support in Malaysia because you are questioning also other set beliefs
yeah.
in the Malaysian, sort of political belief system.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Sorry, could you please repeat
My
the
question is, do you think Singapore, the authorities who issued those statements and used those terminology, did so on the basis also that it was part of their consideration that they could do it because they would have some limited validation in Malaysia of those usage of terms,
Yes.
because you also questioned, held political beliefs in Malaysia.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's connected because even in Malaysia, I was once investigated under the Sedition Act for writing an article about the monarchy. And then investigated a few times actually under different laws, different repressive laws, for being critical of the system that governs Malaysia. So I feel like, and of course, the state, the state of Malaysia, they did not condemn such action because I think they're like, okay, I mean, she deserves it, I guess. Yeah, because she's also a troublemaker here.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so the Malaysian state didn't really stand up with
No,
in that sense.
zero response. Like if your citizen is treated this way, you should have said something. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And who stood up for you? I mean, in Malaysia and Singapore.
Oh, I'm very grateful to friends, both in Malaysia and Singapore, like academics, activists. They have been very supportive, and I think, and it was really hard for me, but that burden somehow got lifted off my chest a lot because of the support that I got from people, even people that I did not talk to for 5 years after I left the NGO world, the legal profession. And yeah, and I have friends who are like, oh, if you need legal representation, I'm here. It's pro bono.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah, and both in Singapore and in Malaysia, like
Well, that's always nice to hear that you have support, right?
yeah. Also veterans, both in Malaysia, from Malaysia and from Singapore. So I don't feel alone. I feel somehow validated in doing what I do. Yeah.
So that was Fadiah speaking to me about her deportation experience from Singapore. Certainly a powerful narrative. Join me for the conclusion in episode 4, where she speaks to me about academic freedom, or in my words, freedom from academia. Also, don't forget to check episode 1 and 2.